I'm Elizabeth, and in this video, I want to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about what I do as a coach and what this whole coaching thing is about. So my story, I live in Madison, Wisconsin with my husband, Sean. Right now, we don't have any kids or pets. You're going to hear more about that, but it's just him and me for now, and I work in marketing. I have a full-time job. So coaching is something I have been able to do very part-time, evenings and weekends, and it's built up an additional income of about $1,000 a month, which is really significant for my husband and me for reasons that I'm also going to share with you in this video. Actually, I'll share that right now. So my husband and I have been dealing with infertility for several years now, and I have a lot longer videos that go into detail on this, so I'm not going to do that now. You can find more on my YouTube channel if that's something you're interested in learning more about our experience. But we have been through all kinds of testing, IVF, started down the path to surrogacy, ran into some challenges with that, potentially considering adoption. Right now, we don't know which direction we're going to go. There's a lot of uncertainty, but as you may know, just about all of those options involve a significant cost. So to have this additional income from coaching has been really important to us and helpful for us in terms of not having to think about taking on additional debt to pay for the cost of starting a family. I have been a coach for 4 years, and I actually started out as a coach kind of on a whim. I went to a class called Turbo Kick. It was an in-person fitness class at a dance studio here in Madison because I had just moved here. And I ended up loving the class. It was like just a fun group exercise, pop music, kickboxing, and the instructor was just, she's a good friend of mine still. She just had so much fun with it, and she was silly and just had this joy in the class. And so, we became friends, and I realized that she had this business page on Facebook that she invited me to follow, and she, in addition to her live classes, she was offering these virtual support groups with at-home workouts, so we could do the home version called Turbo Fire in between classes and get additional routines with different songs. So I was like, yes, sign me up. I want more of this. And that's how I ended up becoming a coach. I also had heard about this shake called Shakeology that came along with Turbo Fire, and so the package of that together, I first joined as a challenger, and in my first month signed up as a coach for the discount. But very quickly I became interested in the business opportunity because I had a background as a yoga instructor, as a fitness instructor. I had taught group exercise. I was doing some personal training. But as you know, the hours for fitness instruction can be really crazy, and it doesn't always pay very well. So I was really looking for a way that I could generate a more significant income while also pursuing my love of helping people get moving and really enjoy movement in their bodies. And I'll tell you more about that too, because there's a whole history there with me. As far as nutrition goes, though, I did not have a formal certification or training. Nutrition had always been an interest of mine, something I read a lot about, and I would say I was pretty well informed, but again, I didn't have a formal certification. So I'm telling you this because some coaches come into it with a fitness background, some come into it with a nutrition background. You don't necessarily need either one. Our programs are created by sports scientists, by nutritionists. They stand on their own, and our job as coaches is to learn about the programs so that we can guide people and answer their questions, but we receive training that fills in all of the gaps. So if you do have a fitness or nutrition background, sure, that's going to be an asset to you, but it is not required. You've just got to be obviously interested in these topics, interested in learning, and A supportive person and a motivated person is someone who's going to do well as a coach. We have a community you can plug into for that support and motivation so that as a business owner, you're not just doing it all on your own, which I think is really the best part of this and the part that really drew me in. But so early in my time as a coach, just being a coach and putting myself out there as a role model forced me to develop a consistent daily exercise habit, which had been really sporadic in my life up to that point. Like I had never had a routine on a regular basis for a long period of time of exercising other than yoga. So I was, once I finished TurboFire, then I did T25 and it just continued from there. And I'm telling you, I've done every single program there is now, like I just did them one after another. So there's strength training, there's kickboxing, there's cardio, there's dance, Tai Chi, yoga. There are so many different modes of movement. We offer just about everything. It's over 700 different workout videos. There truly is something for everyone. But the community is what really drew me in. These virtual support groups. I mean, it sounds so simple, but having these people to check in with every day, I would look forward to checking in and seeing what the other group members were doing and seeing what my coach posted and like the discussion question of the day and what I could learn. I'm like such a nerd about nutrition. I thought it was so interesting and just fun, and I just wanted to continue being part of that. So that's part of why I not only became a coach for a discount, but went on to lead my own groups and start working with my own clients. All right, so I had been a coach. I did want to say, so also early in my time as a coach, I had been in recovery already for a while from an eating disorder, from compulsive overeating and binge eating. I was doing pretty well with it, but it's, it's always a work in progress, and it takes years to heal from something like that. So I was doing pretty well, but once I put myself out there, like, okay, I'm going to be a role model now, like, I better get this figured out. It really provided that motivation for me to to no longer restrict, to figure out what it was going to take to stop binging, to really feed my body nutrient-dense food. And as much as I really, really love helping people, I have to say being a coach has also been very beneficial for me personally as well. And I just think that's important to keep in mind because if you're sitting here listening thinking, well, I'm not sure if I want to build a business, whether or not this becomes like a part-time or full-time gig for you, or you're just here for the accountability, there still are benefits even of being a coach for the discount. So I just wanted to put that out there. All right, so about a year into my time as a coach, like I was saying before, I underwent surgery for endometriosis. It was to try to correct a problem that they suspected was related to my infertility, or was causing it. I had severe complications from the surgery and almost died. Obviously, I recovered, but I was really, really sick and weak for a long time. And I had to stop, running challenge groups for a while for obvious reasons. But I still am so glad that I had started coaching along the way before that happened, because I had... because I was a coach, I had access to this library of, like I was saying, all types of workouts, and I could start with this very gentle Tai Chi program and some yoga stretches while I was starting to rebuild my strength and flexibility and, even just rebuild my balance. Walking around the block was a struggle. And so I will be forever grateful that I had access to the library of workouts and to the community during that time, because it was a lifeline for me. I don't know how different things might have been, but I've come back stronger and absolutely stronger than I was even before being sick. So I attribute a lot of that to being part of this company. And then most recently, I've been part of a coach test group for a program called 80 Day Obsession, which you may have heard of, but this is a program that is, well, the kind of advertising tagline says it's all about sculpting your booty and toning your abs, which is true. And the workouts are awesome, like really fun and really challenging and really different and like focusing on those body parts. But the thing that is really different about this program is the nutrition plan. And without going into too much detail about it, I had a lot of fear, which if you've ever dealt with food or body image issues, then changing the way you eat can really provoke a lot of fear. And I was like terrified to do it, but I said, I need to give this a chance. I felt that I needed to give it a chance to be an example for my customers. So I said, I have to do this. I don't want to, but I have to. And that plan, that nutrition plan has turned out to be the missing link that finally got me over emotional eating and got me out of a cycle of sugar addiction. You know, I had stopped having binges per se, where it's like large amounts of food and uncontrolled eating, you know, but there still was too much sugar in my diet on a daily basis. And I had kind of resigned myself to, like, it was definitely a situation where some inertia was at play. So completely unexpectedly, you know, 4 years into coaching, trying this new program, new nutrition plan, again, has provided another breakthrough and another type of transformation for me. And that's why I just want to say, I mean, I love everything about this company. All of Beachbody's products and programs are always so well thought out, and it's a company that I really feel I can place my trust in. And there are not all that many companies out there that I feel that way about. So obviously I wouldn't be affiliated with Beachbody if I didn't feel that way, but I just wanted to put your fears at ease a little bit that, you know, if you have kind of a negative conception of network marketing, I really think our company is something different. So in addition to being able to help people with their fitness and nutrition, which I find very fulfilling, as I've described in this video, there have been some real benefits for me personally on several levels, not just financially. So that's all for today. I hope you'll continue on to the other videos, and looking forward to getting to know you. Thanks for watching.